Hi, I'm Takiyah Louise. Thanks for clicking through to view my video on the 6 steps I take to get straight natural hair that lasts. I'll be showing you how I get my natural hair bone straight without sacrificing the health of my hair. As you can see, my hair is sleek without being stiff or stringy, and it has a nice flowy movement to it. If you follow my product recommendations and techniques, even if you modify them slightly, I'm confident that you'll be pleasantly surprised with your results. Let's get started. Step number 1 of my 6 steps to straight natural hair that lasts is to section and detangle your hair before shampooing. I like to do this because I find that I get through a wash session much quicker and easier if I've sectioned and detangled my hair first. I brush through my hair with a larger than smaller Denman brush before I secure each section with a Super Croco hair clip. Here I am showing off the sectioning pattern that I use. 4 down the back and 1 on each side in the front. Step number 2 is to shampoo my hair. I first use the Paul Mitchell Clarifying Shampoo 2 to cleanse my hair and scalp, then I use the Kenra Platinum Blow Dry Shampoo since I will be using heat. Step number 3 is to apply a protein treatment to strengthen my hair. I really like using the Affigy 2-step protein treatment in a spray bottle. Here you'll see me taking down my first section of freshly washed hair. I then take a smaller section and spray, scrunch, then pull the product through my hair. I continue to work in the same manner throughout each section. Once I'm done applying the 2-step protein treatment, I use my gray Conair blow dryer on the high setting to dry and harden it. This usually takes me about 10 minutes or so. When it's finally dry, I rinse it out and pull my hair back into their sections. Step number 4 is to detangle and deep condition with heat for 25 minutes. I use the Kenra Nourishing Mask as well as the Kenra Platinum Blow Dry Conditioner for added heat protection. Like before, here you'll see me taking down my first section and breaking that into smaller sections. I tap on just enough product to coat the pads of my first 3 fingers, then smooth it down my hair before detangling with my Denman brushes. A little bit goes a long way. The Nourishing Mask is the first product in my trifecta of must-use products when straightening my natural hair. I've been using it as a deep conditioner for about 4 years now, and it's worked wonders on my hair. It makes detangling my hair a breeze, and it leaves my hair so soft and moisturized. I've just recently incorporated the blow dry conditioner into the mix, adding it on top of the mask, and they seem to work well together. Once I'm done with the whole section, I twist it, then clip it up and move on to the rest. I use my red Conair blow dryer with a Curl Formers Deluxe Soft Hood. I put on a plastic cap, then the soft hood, and turn my blow dryer on warm temperature and high speed. Then I get comfortable for 25 minutes. When time is up, I then turn and take everything off, rinse out, and resection my hair, which you'll see me showing off here. Step number 5 is to apply a heat protecting cream and blow dry on high. I again use my gray Conair blow dryer, this time with a wide tooth comb attachment and my KMS California Free Shape Hot Flex Cream. This is the second product in my trifecta of must-use products when straightening my natural hair. I first picked this product up out of the clearance section like 3 years ago when it may have had a slightly different name and came in a white and purple bottle, and I'm so glad I did because this little miracle cream is what gets my hair to stay straight and smooth for a month at a time. I pump about 10 to 15 pumps of the product on a paper plate to start. That's kind of between a ping pong and golf ball size worth of product. And like with the Kenra Nourishing Mask, I tap on just enough product to coat the pads of my first 3 fingers, then smooth it down my hair before blow drying. I'll pump out more product as needed. A quick tip for blow drying is to move the hair in more than one direction as it's drying. This is what promotes flexibility and movement of the hair when it's all said and done. Here you can see how straight and smooth half my hair is just from blow drying with the hot flex cream. I'm always amazed at the fact that the front part of my hair can still be dripping wet while the whole back half of my hair is completely dry and straight. My hair will literally take days to dry if I let it. Here you can really see how I'm moving the blow dryer through my hair in multiple directions. I think this is really what gives my hair the diversity to lay in whichever style I may want to do instead of just being molded in a down style. Now that all of my hair is straight and dry, I'm just going back through with a blow dryer to further smooth it out. Now I'm sectioning off my hair to get ready for flat ironing. As you can probably tell, I think sectioning my hair is crucial to get good uniform results. Step number 6, the final step, is to apply a heat protectant spray and flat iron hair on 360 degrees Fahrenheit using the chase method. I use a Remington flat iron at 360 degrees Fahrenheit, my small diamond brush for the chase method, and the Canon Platinum blow dry spray. This is the third product in my trifecta of must-use products when straightening my natural hair. I received it as a freebie when purchasing the Canon Nourishing Mask, and it's been a total game changer for me. I've been using this for a better part of a year and a half, and it's taken my flat iron job over the top. It's another level of heat protection. The bottle says it provides intense thermal defense up to 428 degrees Fahrenheit, and it gets my hair so silky smooth without being greasy or weighed down. I'm once again sectioning my hair so that I can evenly distribute the Canon Platinum blow dry spray. I then take my gray Conair blow dryer with a wide tooth comb attachment and blow dry my hair to dry the product so it doesn't sizzle on my flat iron. Surely you know the drill by now. I section my hair, comb through it, and start flat ironing. I make sure to leave just enough space between my diamond brush and my scalp for the flat iron to fit. I get a firm grip on my hair and the bristles of the brush in one hand, and with the other I position the flat iron. At the root, I pump the flat iron about 5 times to get it straight, then begin to slide both the brush and the flat iron down my hair. Please note that my flat iron is set to 360 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm applying tension and moving slowly down my hair. Therefore, I only need to do one pass, period. 360 degrees Fahrenheit is my magic number, but it doesn't have to be yours. It may seem like a high temperature setting to some, and my words of advice for using any styling tool are to start at lower temperatures, then gradually work your way up to a temperature that gives you your desired results. Here I am showing you how slowly I move in real time. Now that I'm finally done with my hair, I simply brush through it a bit. Phew! Did you make it? I know I covered a lot, but I only included information that I thought was useful. If you're still rocking with me, I'm glad, and high five to you. Now I'll answer some questions that I think you may have. How long does it take to straighten my hair from start to finish? I'd say my average from start to finish is anywhere from 4.5 to 6 hours. And considering all that I do, the detangling, the sectioning, the washing, the protein treatment, the rinsing, the deep conditioning with heat, the rinsing again, the blow drying, and the flat ironing, I think that's pretty good timing. Plus I didn't have to pay anyone. How long does my hair stay straight for? My straight hair can last me anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks. The longest I've gone was 2 months, but I was challenging myself then. If I'm working out like I'm supposed to, my roots and hairline can become puffy even though I wrap my hair. This generally becomes more noticeable around the 2.5 to 3 week mark. I generally embrace the swell, but if I'm trying to keep my hair super sleek, I'll take the Canon Platinum blow dry spray and spritz my hair, then blow dry it. That smooths my hair right back out, and I don't even have to flat iron. How do I protect my hair at night? When I get ready for bed, I just twist my hair into a high bun and secure it by placing a small hairband loosely over it. If I'm feeling like I need maximum hair protection, I'll wear both my extra large Satin Diva bonnet and my Satin Diva hair wrap that I purchased from a company called Silky Wraps. Other than that, I'll usually wear whichever one is in closest reach. This is the third product I bought from her last year. It's called the Satin Silky Band, and it's a smaller version of the Satin Diva hair wrap. I wear this when working out. And that's it for now. Please be sure to check the description box because the products that I use will be listed there. I'd love to hear if you try any of them. In fact, if you found any of this information interesting or useful, please feel free to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Anything that you do is greatly appreciated. You can also find me on my new Instagram and Twitter pages at TakiyahLouise. Until the next video, take care.